Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we will learn about early movements that were launched by Mahatma Gandhi. So after fighting with apartheid in South Africa for almost 20 years, fighting for discrimination against blacks there, he came back to India in 1915. However, he did not immediately join any movement. He kept his distance from any kind of political affairs. Instead, he traveled the British India for almost 1 year on the advice of Gopal Krishna Gokhale to understand the problems of Indians. Meanwhile, in the Champaran, people were fighting against the Europeans on the issue of indigo plantation. What was the issue? The issue started in 19th century when the European planters came to India and they signed an agreement with Indian farmers that Indian farmers will plant indigo on 3/20th of their land, which is called Tin Kathiya system. The term Tin Kathiya literally means 3 kathas. Katha is a unit of measurement for land used in India. 20 kathas become 1 bigha. The Tin Kathiya system forced Indian peasants to grow only indigo on 3 out of every 20 kathas in each bigha. Rajkumar Shukla, who was a local leader, he persuaded Mahatma Gandhi to come to Champaran and look into the issue. Mahatma Gandhi came to Champaran, but the commissioner stopped him and asked him to leave. Mahatma Gandhi refused to return and was ready to receive the punishment also. This was the first time that someone was defying the law. Even the Home Rule League leaders were not defying any law and they obeyed the government. This was unusual. Mahatma Gandhi also started investigating the grievances of peasants. Along with him was Brij Kishore, Rajendra Prasad and other members of the Bihar intelligentsia. J.B. Kriplani was also there, who toured the villages and recorded the statement of peasants. Mahatma Gandhi found that there was genuine grievances and he tried to convince the commissioner that the Tin Kathiya system needed to be abolished and that the peasants should be compensated for the illegal enhancement of their dues. The commissioner also found the planters guilty of exploitation. Gandhiji asked for refund for the peasants. He asked for 50% of refund. However, commissioner agreed on 25% and there was a settlement because it was not the issue of money but the principle that the European planters were found guilty. So this was the first successful Satyagraha movement that was launched by Mahatma Gandhi. It was in Champaran in 1917. Next was in Ahmedabad, where the issue was between workers and the mill owners. During the plague, there was a plague bonus. However, when the plague ended, the workers wanted that this plague bonus should continue because there were other issues also. There was famine and the wages were very low. They also wanted a 50% wage hike. In all this, Anusuya Ben was the prominent leader. Gandhiji started to discuss these issues with the mill owners and the British collector. The British collector asked Gandhiji to work out a compromise. Gandhiji then persuaded the mill owners and the workers to agree to arbitration. Mill owners did not agree on 50% wage hike. Gandhiji then advised the workers to go on strike. This was the first time that Gandhiji used strike in India and he himself started fasting for workers. Finally, the strike was withdrawn after mill owners agreed to a 35% increase the workers had demanded. Next Satyagraha was in Kheda. Here also the issues were famine, failure of crops. Farmers asked that they may be spared from payment of taxes. Because of the failure of crops, they were not able to pay the revenue. But the government insisted that the cultivators should pay the tax. Members of Servants of India Society and Vittal Bhai Patel did their investigation and confirmed the genuineness of the peasants' case. Here, Gandhiji advised the withholding of tax payment. You see how his methods are evolving. So first time withholding method was used here, withholding of tax payment. And he asked the peasants to fight till death. However, here in Kheda, peasants were already deprived because of plague and there were high prices, drought. So they were not that strong. They were showing the signs of weakness. Gandhiji realized this and then the government said that if well-to-do cultivators paid up, then the poorer section would be granted suspension and this was agreed and then campaign ended. So methods evolved Gandhiji always sensed what the masses needed, what was the right time, and he knew that every place, every movement was different and different method was required. He finally came to Indian politics through Rowlatt Satyagraha in 1990. What was Rowlatt Satyagraha? The British government has enacted a law called the Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act 1919, called Rowlatt Act, on the name of Sir Sidney Rowlatt, who was the chairman of Sedition Commission. This Rowlatt Act was passed by Imperial Legislative Council on 18th March 1919. Under this act, anybody could be detained. It was called preventive indefinite detention. There was no time limit, so it was indefinite, and only on the suspicion of any wrongdoing or to prevent any wrongdoing, anybody could be detained. There was incarceration without trial, means anyone can be put in jail without even trial. And there was another act called Defense of India Act 1915, enacted during the First World War, against which issues were going on, resistance was going on, and it was enacted because there was threat from revolutionary nationalists, and the British feared that these revolutionary nationalist organizations can re-engage in similar conspiracies as they did during the World War I if the Defense of India Act 1915 is lapsed. So they enacted the Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act 1919, passed on the recommendation of the Sedition Committee chaired by Sir Sidney Rowlatt. So this act was very inhuman. Rowlatt Satyagraha was launched by Mahatma Gandhi in 1919. This protest was intense in Punjab. Gandhiji was detained while proceeding there, and finally this Satyagraha also led to Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Later on, Gandhiji went on to launch non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, Quit India movement. We will learn about those in detail in next video. See you till then. Subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.